Good. It's been going good. Like I said before, I have good people around me. I always listen to them. Um, Aki, our rehabilitation coordinator, has been taking care of me. I've upgraded now to Cornish to actually start doing some keeper stuff. So ahead of schedule, which is good. But at the same time, we have time, so we don't want to rush it because season's going to be long. We know that, and I want to make sure that when I get back, I'm 100% good to go, and there's no lingering effects there.
How would you capsulize last season?
Roller coaster, um, roller coaster ride for us. And but looking back at it, I think maybe that's partially those downs were the reason why we had that up in the end. I think you have to go through some hardship for you to dig deep, get closer together, and push through. And we all know when it comes to MLS, the playoffs, you need to have all your guys healthy. You need to be having your confidence high at the right time. All those things need to click at the right time, and that's what happened for us. So very happy that we were able to reward our hard work with the history we made. With that being said, now it's unfortunately we couldn't really rest on that history for too long because new season's about to start. So we're well aware of that, and we want to make sure that we have a good season this year and set ourselves up for some success and hopefully for some more trophies.
Yeah, Coach City brought in one of your former teammates that retired who actually had to go out and get a real job. I guess how does that hit home about it's time to turn the page and appreciate what we have and where we are?
Yeah, absolutely. But to be fair, I think the overall vibe in this club has always been very mature. Guys, I don't think guys really take things for granted. They realize that these careers there's not too many opportunities you get to play, but also to make history, to put your name in the books. So, like I said, I think we have been pretty mature for the time I've been here so far. We've seen in the past that the MLS champions have maybe a bit of a slump afterwards. We definitely don't want to be that team. We want to have a strong season now, back our championship up with a strong season and win some more hardware. I think we have enough quality and enough leadership in the room to remain disciplined, because that's what it's going to take for us to be successful.
Have you sat back and analyzed why it's tough that next year? Because, I mean, Coach was saying, like, obviously Portland and Columbus didn't even make the playoffs last year. Why that next year is tougher?
I don't know. I don't think there's a clear-cut answer because otherwise nobody would run into that issue. So, for one, you have to see how the season develops. I would assume that teams maybe give us maybe a little bit more respect. But with that respect, you can't become complacent. You almost have to take advantage of that respect and go at teams, take it to them, and make it an advantage and dominate games. I think we've had spells in Seattle like that where teams were clearly on the back foot, and we would go and take it to them. But we've also been on the other end. So. The season's so long, and it can develop into its own beast. But for us right now, it's important to have a good preseason, to be focused, to be fit, and mentally ready to give it our all. Because I remember when the Timbers won 2 years ago. For me personally, I took it upon myself. I was like, we got to make sure that they don't do that again, and we have to try to be the ones that will make sure that doesn't happen again. And we were able to do that. But I'm sure there's multiple teams who are thinking the exact same way with us now, and it's going to be a battle.
It's early in the preseason, but what differences do you see in this team compared to last year's?
Well, I think we know for the most part who our squad is. We've brought a couple of reinforcements in, a couple of young guys. But hopefully we don't have, right before the season starts, have another big piece leaving. Obviously that made the beginning of the season very difficult. Oba is not a guy you easily replace, or replace for that matter. So I think we know how we want to play, how the coach wants us to play, and I sense that we all think we're in good hands. We can feel that, and so we trust our coaches. We trust like I said, I trust my trainers, but we also trust our coaches in terms of what they want to achieve technically or tactically, and we just go with them.
What does it mean to have Clint back out here with you guys?
Oh, it's great. He's a phenomenal player, and I think it's just for me. I've been in a similar situation where I've had a tough injury, having to sit out and focus on my rehab, and I know it can be extremely frustrating. So I know it, or I have a feeling of what he had to go through, and I'm psyched for him to now be on the pitch and be with the team and training. I think that's got to be a really rewarding feeling for him after all the hard work he's put in. Hopefully the results keep on bouncing back positive, and he's clear to have a good season with us because he'll be a big part.